Hopefully we're recording.
Yeah, hopefully this is actually working.
Yeah. Hey guys, it's Hayden HADOUKEN.
HADOUKEN!
Well, Daniel, what would your Street Fighter like combo name be?
My Street Fighter combo
Yeah,
name?
like is there a D based name? Hayden or Hayden? What the hell?
I can't think
Daniel,
of it.
what?
No.
What would it be? Daniel. Damn, Daniel. No, Lord. We had to infiltrate that with our Street Fighter Let's
I know,
Play.
right?
So, Daniel, what are we doing today?
Today we are actually playing Street Fighter, not just talking about it.
No, we're gonna. Yeah, so we just wanted to show you guys our just some gameplay, us being scrubs together, and talk a little bit about Street Fighter.
This is no gameplay video that we just found. This is literally us probably sucking majorly at Street Fighter.
Yeah, so see that little red dot on the screen? You can basically find that we are in the Greater Oregon area, definitely. It was funny because Daniel and I were talking about like how we might be endangering our addresses. I was like, I don't care. You go find us. Come on, I'll buy you a drink. Remember, we'll buy you a drink at Daniel's birthday party. That already passed.
That already passed. Yeah, so we'll buy you a drink in the past.
Right. So Daniel, how much of Street Fighter V have you played so far?
I haven't beat all of the story. I played a good number of the story. I've done survival, which I didn't know if you do it on normal and you actually get through like the 30 round or whatever, you get other colors.
Yeah, apparently you have to play easy mode also, like it doesn't stack. So if you play easy mode, not ultra, if you play easy mode, you'll also get a color separately.
Oh, okay. See, it sucks though because like I died at like 28.
Right.
And I was like, oh.
So have you been playing a lot of Street Fighter in general though? Like how many hours? If you had to put an hour count on it, Street Fighter 5.
If I had to put an hour count, I know the first day came out, I played like all day.
Okay.
Like that was all I was doing. I was like fighting people online.
Same
like that's
here.
when I actually played ranked matches. That's when I played the
See, if you look at our meager LP right now, we don't play too much ranked matches. I've been playing a lot of casual matches and versus and story mode and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what it is with me too. I think in most fighting games, I don't really have a lot of a ranked presence.
Right.
I mostly have just a lot of a casual presence.
And for me, it's like I buy fighting games usually to play locally as well. Like that's usually my most fun that I have with it. I'll actually be handling the review of Street Fighter V for those who don't know, so we'll have that later on the site. But we just want to talk about generally our impressions and what we've been finding pretty cool about Street Fighter V so far. So Ken is my main usually. You were telling me Daniel, CAMMY is usually what you use, right? Since Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, actually, technically speaking, I didn't really like play a lot of Street Fighter when I was younger, but when Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix, yes, I did say correctly,
while playing,
came out,
I'm finding it increasingly difficult to commentate while playing.
That is the character that I started off with. Like, I don't know why. I was like, yeah, I could have gone for Ryu, all the regular people, but I was like, CAMMY. That's my girlfriend.
Right.
Except I'm back.
Your girl getting wrecked right now. Woo!
Oh, totally wrecked. Oh, what the heck?
So I've actually, what's your history with Street Fighter though? Did you play a lot of 4, or did you play? Was that your first Street Fighter game, or?
I mean, you
said you played Super Street Fighter 2, right, or whatever that ridiculously long title was.
Yeah, like I did play when I was younger. Like I had a cousin who had a Super NES, and he had it, so we played it a bit. But like I didn't really know what I was doing. I wasn't like one of those people that was like experimenting, finding all the moves and the combos. Right. Because back then they didn't have combo lists,
Exactly.
So, but yeah, I mean, I did play it. I also, thinking about it now, I also technically did play a Street Fighter EX3.
Did you really?
I did play that at one point.
In arcades or at home?
At home, I would never be caught dead in the arcade playing that.
I mean, honestly, I can't even imagine. I think that was made specifically for the PlayStation, so I can't even imagine that being in arcades. Or maybe it was. Oh no! Oh! That's sure you can interrupt it. Perfect.
Right?
What are you going to be? I'm going to go EX also, or not EX. Never mind. They have V trigger.
Yes,
that's the cool thing about this
mode.
game. Have you been exploring a lot of the V trigger mode? That's the newest big feature about Street Fighter V.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I like how it is mostly different for some characters.
Yeah.
Like for like most of the regular characters, like CAMMY and Ken, like it does add some speed and like strength to their abilities.
For the most part, I've been finding like CAMMY and Ken, like you said, it adds a little more power and speed to Ken specifically because he's my main. But the other characters, like I know for Karin, because Luke, shout outs to Segoy Squad, my roommate, he plays as Karin, and I know that or how do you pronounce it? I think it is Karin. It's not Karen. It's Karin. EX or V mode for her is like a lot different. It doesn't make you more powerful. It just makes it to where you have more moves. You have more move sets. Like you have Rekkas, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it increases the range of her abilities. streets essentially.
Right. And also, we're gonna play on Kanzuki Estate because that's by far the best map.
Yeah. Like also like other characters, like the character that I'm picking right now, as people can probably see.
Right.
Rashid, his V trigger actually causes a tornado to show up that actually crosses the battlefield as it goes.
Right. Right.
So, but it does dissipate at pretty much the minute it hits,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just then the person just kind of floats there. But you can use that in combination with combos. So it's like you hit them.
So I mean, yeah. So unlike ultras and stuff like that, which we still have specials that are basically ultras, right? I feel like the V system actually is pretty well fleshed out, and it's a good addition to the series so far. Aside from that, I mean, I'm still kind of complaining about the lack of other additions like arcade mode, and you'll see that in the review and other things like that.
I mean, we've had this game for what, like
a week,
more than half of February.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we'll have it for more than half of February before they even add fucking arcade mode.
Right. All right.
Like,
did they say they're going to confirm do arcade mode or no?
Oh, actually, I don't even know.
No, they didn't. They didn't even say that.
Yeah, I mean, but we didn't even have the store.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't.
We can't even buy. You can't even spend your fart money. Oh God. And as we're recording live, there's probably gonna be periods where we're really intensely and concentrating. See, I've been trying to use Laura, Daniel, but you also use Laura, don't you?
I try to use Laura. Yeah, like she's definitely
that's working for Rashid right there.
Well, it does that, like a lot of people use that for setups and stuff because it is a nice thing to just kind of like throw it out there, hang back a second, they'll go into it, and then you can combo up with it.
See, and that's what I feel like about Street Fighter V in general. It's by far the most accessible Street Fighter game in general. Like all the characters, we talked about this off camera. All the characters are like Shoto-like, or they all use quarter circles. There's very rarely any charge characters left. There's old characters like Vega, who had a lot more complicated inputs. You can easily do like all of his specials now. Ooh, blocked that barely. You can easily do all of his specials now with just through basic Shoto movements, like a Ken.
Yeah, it's weird because I remember like I don't play charge characters. I've been terrible with charge characters as long as I can remember. And like I was playing as Byte, and I'm like, okay, I know if I do this, it'll do Psycho Crusher.
Right.
What? There's no Psycho Crusher? What the hell is that?
Is there no Psycho Crusher? I thought there was for sure.
No, I mean I think his like his ultra is Psycho Crusher, but otherwise I didn't see Psycho Crusher. I was like, what the hell?
That's crazy though. That in general, it's weird to see how much they've and it's a good thing, I guess, since obviously the technical element shouldn't be what's stopping people from playing a fighting game. Like the inputs and the execution should be like something that people learn, but it's just the when to use it and how to use it, the pacing and the footsies. That should be what's complicated in a fighting game,
Right.
And it's cool to see Street Fighter V embrace that. Like a lot of other games like to embrace the complexity of inputs. Like some SNK games, my beloved SNK. I'm sorry, but some SNK games, like their inputs are really difficult, and they use I think the big controversy with Street Fighter V is that they're now using 3-frame links, which basically means there's 3 frames per link. You can make it within any of those periods, so it makes it a lot easier for you to be able to do combos and stuff like that. Unlike in Street Fighter 4 or KOF games where you could do it with you have to have it within 1 frame, if that makes sense, Daniel.
Right. Yeah. No, I totally agree with that.
Yeah. So it just feels like there's a lot more open window for you to do combos in this one. In general, this is very casual friendly.
See, it's very interesting because I know a lot of players initially described Street Fighter V as being faster.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of odd saying because it's actually not any faster. It's just that the way that the characters like move, it's more open.
Right.
They have more chances to strike in,
exactly.
So it just feels like it's faster.
Right.
And something that also like definitely lends support. I watched this video where they actually had a PS3 controller linked up to play Street Fighter 3 and Street Fighter 4 at the same time with the same button input.
Oh, were they doing the same like characters as well, like a Ryu, and then doing all of his moves, or what?
Yeah, they were doing Ryu and kind of just basic, and most of the inputs were pretty much exactly the same. Like they were hardly unchanged. I mean, they're the original characters. So.
Oh, this is a weird combo right now for us to play.
Right.
So yeah, again, I didn't get to actually get to this. Speaking of Street Fighter 3, that was my first introduction to Street Fighter. I played Third Strike a lot back about 2012 is when I got into Street Fighter. And originally, you'll hear this in the review. Spoiler alert. I actually used to hate fighting games, Daniel.
Did you?
Yeah, I used to.
Did you really?
Yeah, I mean, I liked Smash back in the day. If you consider that a fighting game, controversy there. I did there's a huge controversy there, but I do consider Smash a fighting game to a certain extent. I played that a lot. I played Melee back in the day. I'm terrible at it now, ironically. I think I just used to Mash as a kid. But it was one of those things where I didn't know how to play, and like I was really obsessed with single player games and FPSs back in the day when I was first getting into console gaming on like Xbox 360 and all that stuff back in the day. So I just hated my friend. He was so fucking good at all fighting games, anything we'd play. Just like you are right now against me. He'd like wreck me. He'd like wreck me and do like perfects like you're about to. Oh, there we go. There we go. Got you back.
No perfect right there.
There we go. Oh.
See, it's funny. It's funny that you bring up like Alpha 3 just because back in high school for me.
Third Strike actually is what I meant.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Like Third Strike,
Right.
yeah. But back in high school for me, we would go into our computer class, like during lunch and stuff,
Right.
and we actually had the anniversary collection.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, for the PS2. So
Yeah.
we would just actually play that, like legitimately.
Third Strike is still to this day, honestly, it's my favorite Street Fighter. I mean, 5 is starting to challenge it. If they could add more modes to 5, I will. Oh god, Denjin. Oh, nice one. Damn, Daniel. That meme is still. Hey, by the time of this video right now, that meme is still live, people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. By the time this video is probably out,
That is still a thing.
it's
very
still a
much
thing
so.
right now while we record. So I'm sorry. By the time this video is out, it'll probably be dead. Wow, I can't use Karen for shit. Anyways,
I'd lick some time.
there you go. Get out. Oh, right in the.
You ruined my perfect there, damn it.
skirt. Anyways, yeah, so I wasn't the biggest fan of fighting games just in general, Daniel, because I used to get my ass kicked, and I guess I was just a salty little kid. But then once someone finally showed me like the appeal of it and the competitive nature, and how to do footsies, and just in general how to do quarter circles, and for that matter, rest his soul, rest in peace. One of my old roommates, he challenged me. He's like, "You're gonna be terrible. I'm gonna wipe the floor with you." You said that's what he said back in the day. So I was like,
Right.
"Oh, you know what? There's nothing better than having a rival in a fighting game." So I went and trained for 3 months, came back after winter break, and immediately played. And I was training as Ken because Ken was what captured my my personality, my attention, and got into the match with him. Immediately wrecked him. So and to this day, I still wreck him.
You make it sound as if you like went on like a vision quest.
I
You
went
were like training under a waterfall.
No, I basically was like Ryu, and I was like just standing in a waterfall while it was cold and pouring and cascading
Right.
down.
Oh god.
God.
Such
I'm gonna
cascading.
try spoilers. I'm gonna try Armika because I think she's really cool.
Can I just say,
Yeah.
I freaking love Dulcine's character model in this one.
His beard is fantastic.
I love his beard.
I mean, we both
It's so
have beards here.
amazing.
We're the beards of Biya Byte. So,
Oh, do you have sexy Ryu?
dude, I do have sexy Ryu.
We need to see some sexy
Okay,
Ryu.
I'll
in
put on
this.
sexy Ryu. Will you be able to see it though? I wonder, since you don't have the DLC.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It would be good to find out.
You know what? I will because I can see your weird Resident Evil 5 CAMMY, which, by the way, it looks like Jill.
It does look like Jill,
Yeah.
like from freaking like Revelations or something. It really does look like her.
So, anyways, you know what's cool about this stage is not only that it's in New York, the Big Apple, but also that you could see in the background this weird sphere, which a lot of people are theorizing is part of the storyline. If you've ever watched the trailers, this is like pause the match and look up there in the corner. Look up there at the very top. Do you see that weird like orb or that UFO thing? Do you see
I
it?
don't. See.
Up in the sky, right between the buildings, like right there where I'm jumping.
Oh, I guess.
There's like a weird orb. You go watch it in post, people. You could see it. But also in the background, look right here where Dalsum is. There's Alex from Street Fighter 3. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's stop messing around. Now I'm gonna beat
Right.
your pacifist ass. Oh no,
Oh man, those hot dogs are only $1.
those are
Kinda
damn,
low.
those are cheap. I'm gonna butt stomp you. Ugh. So Armika's campaign. How many campaigns have you played, by the way, Daniel?
I've played like 8.
Oh yeah.
Like basically half the characters.
All the characters you wanted to play as. By the way, Dalsum's character is so good in this, like as an actual fighter. He always has been, and he's always been weird. But like this one,
He's always been excellent.
this one above all others, he's such a unique character. I feel like this time. Don't you agree?
I do
Like, he
agree
feels.
with that.
Look at his jumps. Look how he's jumping it in water, literally right now. It feels like. Ugh, dude,
Ah,
barely. That was close. Nadeshko, or is it Nadeshko? I think it's Nadeshko.
probably.
Yeah, her lesbian lover, which is cool.
You
I
know,
think it's cool.
It's really funny because like, we see Alex back there.
Yeah.
I keep thinking back to Tatsunoko versus Capcom that actually had Alex.
Yeah, so I know. You know what's funny is that people always complain like, why isn't Alex representing Street Fighter all the time? It's like he was recently in a game, to be honest.
Right? It's like, did people just look at him?
That was a great game.
It was. Oh my god, that game.
I wish the
I even love like the characters that we would just never would have thought, like having dude from Lost Planet in it.
yeah, like the Vital suit.
something about that just like made it epic.
Right.
To begin with.
Man, and this in general also this game makes a lot of callbacks in the campaign mode. I mean, what was your favorite campaign mode that you've played so far? Which story, if you've had to, out of the meager offerings?
I actually did kind of like Chun-Li's. It felt like it actually had a bit of like emotional character.
If you go watch, if you go on our site right now, you'll still see Sugoi Squad Gaiden, where we did Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, a commentary. That campaign with Vega and Chun-Li feels like it's just a recreation. Like, a lot of this story seems like it's coming from the Street Fighter 2 animated movie. It's really weird.
You know, it's funny too. What lends that is that in the story, it's a flashback.
Yeah, exactly.
That like leads to it. It's like. So they didn't come up with the story.
No.
They were just like, you know what? We're just gonna redo these because these were cool.
And yeah, we talked about the controversy of like, how there's not a lot of offering single player content, and that does suck because this game is very much meant obviously for the hardcore, right, Daniel, like us. But I think it's also like it behooves them to supply an arcade mode no matter what. Like, I was saying this anecdote how in our arcade locally here at SFSU, San Francisco State University, we have actually Street Fighter 5 set up and ready. It's a PS4 inside a cabinet with arcade sticks and a TV, right? But what are you supposed to do for putting in you put in your quarter, you get 3 minutes of playtime. What are you supposed to do? Play survival mode? Be lucky enough to have a person to play versus with? Like, it's kind of ridiculous that they don't have arcade mode, even if survival mode is like a de facto arcade mode, right?
But the thing is that there's like parts of it that don't feel like it, like your health doesn't go back unless you pay for it and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not like really arcade mode.
It's a boss rush mode kind of, except every character is a boss.
Yeah.
Speaking of bosses,
well, they are.
Laura is a boss.
To be fair. Hey, we see the 4 bosses in the back.
Yeah, there you go, right there. Oh man. Show us some setups with Laura, if you have any.
I'll try to do my best.
Okay.
So.
Oh, can you charge that?
Yeah.
Are you charging the heavy, or can you charge any of the lights also?
You can charge most of them. Yeah.
See, the amount of variety and depth in this is like, yeah, sure, you could argue that Street Fighter and fighting games in general, like, they don't need all that many modes, but at the same time, if they want to capture the audience, like the casual audience, then they have to supply those modes, right? Get out of here. Stuns in general, damn, have been your downfall tonight, Daniel.
They really have been. They've been like wrecking.
I know. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the heavy hits I'm getting on you. There's that.
Yeah, because you clearly kicked me.
The hitboxes.
We were just talking about this earlier. Like the hitboxes, like while we get that they're set to a regulation, so
I like the way I just stepped on your corpse. By the way, I was just like hovering over it.
Like die.
Also, M. Bison, he has a flair. He has a knack for style. I'll say that.
Yeah, that gray hair is very stylish.
I like that salt and pepper look, dude. I said that in the unboxing of the collector's edition. I love it. Oh, get in there. Oh, you got me. Nice. I love her special too.
I like it too.
Yeah.
It just makes me think like, okay, they never mention the story, but I'm like, she comes from like more or less Brazil.
She's from Brazil,
Did
yeah.
she train with Blanca? Like,
I mean, she has electricity attacks in Blanca. Yeah,
that's
right.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they don't mention it at all. It's not like they like throw in a little thing in there, right?
Right.
Like, like, oh, Blanca was like in the back.
I mean, she is Sean's sister, and that's like the biggest claim to fame she has from Street Fighter 3. Oh, you're not getting me. Nope. No. Eat that fireball. Ugh. We're pulling this out. This is the last round. Oh,
damn it! I did
so
the wrong
close.
move. Damn it.
But no, do you know Sean from Third Strike? Do you remember him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so they obviously show that in the campaign that and it's also in her likes, which by the way I found hilarious. I was reading the design booklet that came with the collection edition. It's like Ken likes pasta. That's like all he does. That's all he likes is pasta for apparently.
You know this are pretty funny. I just realized the other day that it says for Ryu that he just likes Japanese desserts. I'm like, oh well, that's good.
Yeah, and what's also weird is that the trophies for this game are all written in characters. Like they are written in the character's dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, Street Fighter 5 is a fantastic game, guys. I even controversy aside of like, is there enough content or whatever, I'd still recommend it.
It's still fun, especially if you did play the hell out of like Street Fighter 4, or any of the Street Fighters at this point.
And it feels a lot for me. I'm gonna say this right now. Street Fighter 4 never really clicked with me as much as like Third Strike did, and this game is like the Third Strike and Alpha 3 I've always wanted. So I feel like this game is like a lot more. I don't know. It's just it feels a lot more fleshed out for casuals, and it feels a lot more fleshed out for professionals. Yeah, also, look at this. Look at our match setup right now.
I know. This is really scary.
Yeah.
Dude, Nikale is like kind of terrifying. Really.
He always repeats himself, and he's a cannibal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you play his campaign, he's eating the souls. He eats a prophet, and the prophet basically tells him how he's gonna take over the world and eat the souls of like Ryu and M. Bison, and like basically he is probably the ultimate villain once that campaign arrives, right? He's probably gonna be the ultimate villain, I'd have to imagine.
Right.
Or maybe there'll be some Shadowloo, like obviously the plot with Nash right here. He's resurrected by someone, and he has a Shadowloo emblem on his head.
Yeah.
My theory is that he will become the Third Strike villain. I can't remember the name of it right now. Not Urian. But, what's his name? I'm just gonna bug me so bad.
What, from 4?
The blonde one from Third Strike, not Seth.
Oh,
He's the sun one.
oh god, I can't remember.
I don't know. I have no idea what any of the setups for
Nicole are.
by the way. I know she has that. It's really good.
Did you just call him a she?
Who knows? I mean, he does have a lot of hair, but no. He's the, what is he representing? Like, which culture am I in?
You know, I don't actually know.
Or some fictional.
I've never paid attention to the country of origin.
I mean, this game, Street Fighter's always had a legacy of racial stereotypes, which are usually for the better because they're really funny, but
Back
it's all
in the
good
day.
fun. Look at that statue up there on the mountain, by the way.
It's like, oh yes, you know, we've won the World Cup before, totally. It's probably just for like religious reasons that they can put it in. Like.
Right, probably. And also, again, Street Fighter lives up to that funny, like, it's not racial stereotype. It's just like, it's all in good fun, you know? Like, who cares?
Like, I mean, yeah, we all know that this is like more or less in Rio. Yes, there's like the freaking, wow, I can't remember what it's called.
There's some dancers,
Carnival.
there's some flappers in the background.
Flappers?
Oh, get in there, Wolverine! Yeah! Goodbye, Daniel, I'm sorry. Boom! Alright.
It really is like freaking Wolverine. Like,
is
they totally were just like, you know what? Let's look at more.
He has two. He's the only person, I'm pretty sure, the only character in the game that, also, look at how creepy this outro is. Just watch this. Look at that.
Trophy.
Living or dead in my stomach, all are equal. There's no escape. That's just creepy.
He reminds me of, like, just that statement reminds me of Gluttony from Full Metal.
Nash looks like he's like a homunculus from Full Metal Alchemist.
I could totally see that.
Yeah.
For sure.
But no, I think Nikali is one of the few characters that actually has two specials, right? If I'm not mistaken. Like if you've ever fought with him, he has like a weird like shadow burst that he does.
You mean them for like the V mode or
no? For actual specials, he has two specials.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep doing random on our stage select here. You know what? I think we have. Do we have anything more to say, or do you want to make this our last match and we just go random?
We can just. Well, I already picked a character, so.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll do another match after this. Let's keep talking about our impressions. I'm gonna pick. Oh, who should I pick? You
got a second?
There you go. I chose the one I wanted, Rashido.
Yes.
What do you think of the music, actually, by the way?
The music's pretty good, but like I feel like it won't ever live up to that one theme song from Street Fighter 4.
Oh, Indestructible. The intro
yes.
Song. Yeah.
That song, I swear.
Dude, who can beat that song, honestly?
It's amazing.
Well, I would say that every song in Third Strike was instantly memorable, like Jazzy NYC, which I cannot wait till they do a remix of that for this game, hopefully, when Alex comes. But yeah, compared to 4, the general music, aside from the intro, I think this has some fantastic tracks. Like, you'll hear Rashid, hopefully. I don't know if is it CAMMY or Rashid that we're hearing right now?
I'm not actually
here. My audio is low right now. Our audio
my audio's a little low right now.
Go look up. I feel like Street Fighter 5 actually has a soundtrack you can listen to outside the game. Holy crap, you're getting me. Ugh, eat that. Okay. He has so many cool combos.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
He's like a DBZ warrior. He has the scanner, and he has all these really cool interactions with the back of the stage, if you notice. Nice. Oh, nice.
I mean, there was a reason why Cammy was my chick. So.
Yeah, Cammy was your main in 4, right? I like her color scheme, by the way. Is that something that you had to unlock?
No, this was the voice alt.
Okay.
So that worked out for me.
Yeah, exactly. See, Rashid has some really good combos.
He does.
Yeah.
Legitimately good combos.
Well, obviously we're whiffing quite a bit also because we don't play. Oh.
Oh, did you get it?
Oh, I thought I got you. That was an input error.
I actually really like his. I really like his. Super. It's really funny.
I really like that. Like that's his. Look how fast he moves when he's in his V mode. Look at that. Look at that. Just look how fast he's moving. Oh no. No! That's gonna be. I won't die.
It's not. You won't die.
I'm almost dead though. Ooh, I'm gonna have to pull this back. Get away from me! No! Nice. Oh man, this is probably my favorite stage, by the way.
Yeah, I really do like this stage.
Yeah. I still find it weird that they ended up going with the like they made every character have their own element. I think it's cool, but it's also like they ran out of elements, obviously.
Right.
So they just started giving them just weird paint splotches.
But it lends this cool style.
Yeah, it does.
It definitely does.
And the graphics are really like they're gorgeous in motion.
They're nice.
Yeah.
And it's like on point. I know that people were saying that the Lair of the Four Kings stage for tournament play has a little bit of lag, but otherwise the game is like pretty flawless.
Yeah, I mean I kind of agree with a lot of people saying that the game was released not as like an early access kind of situation, but like released incomplete in the sense of like when you compare it to like a not KOF, but even KOF ironically. But if you compare it to like Mortal Kombat 10, right, it's missing quite a few features. But if they supply it in a later DLC or something like that, this game will be a formidable fighting game, you know, for this generation.
Yeah, like I actually already did buy I bought the season pass.
Nice.
Because I mean, I know that you can actually unlock the characters later on
With fight money.
Yeah, but the thing about that always gets me is that they said that like they'll give you some fight money in the beginning, which will probably be enough for like one character.
No, they've calculated. Yeah, if you beat story mode, you'll get about 150 to 160k, and that's enough to buy one character.
Yeah,
So you'll get
but then
Alex
it's like, the amount of money you need to then buy the other characters on top of that. It's like you would have to legitimately play nothing but this game.
Yeah, I mean, and that's fine. I mean, you're getting the game you're getting $6 worth of content for free for playing like 2,000 matches a month. I think the math comes out to that too. But
yeah.
And I understand that like that's cool that they're offering that, and that some people will somehow do it. But honestly, I'd rather just pay the $6, and that's what Capcom's hoping. I have a feeling. Yeah, it's still really cool of them to have that system in place, you know.
Yeah.
Oh God, I saw you running at me.
Ooh, that's all you need to see.
It's like a T-Rex, like except with massive arms. Get out of here! I'm gonna grab you and throw you.
Don't do those things.
Nice. You know what's weird?
Is it just
What was that, Daniel?
I was just gonna say, is it just me, or did they legitimately make Zangief bigger in this game?
He feels bulkier.
Yeah.
Zangief's storyline is one of the coolest too. Oh man, whenever you run at me, I'm terrified. Oh, totally didn't miss you.
They used to tell me that in high school.
Oh my God, you're wrecking me right now. No, the stun, the
the
deadly
stun.
stun. Nice. Wow, he does so much damage. The tank of this game.
He does so much damage though.
I like how there's just Shadowloo dolls shooting in the background. If you notice.
Right, like they're just like, oh, I didn't know we were allowed to have a motion.
Oh, sorry. I'll stop celebrating this victory of a Russian giant killing this blonde American man. No one's trying to help him.
See, what's really funny is that I remember a friend of mine saw the Zangief stage.
Yeah.
Where there's like the bear in the background. They're like, oh, they have like the bear trapped there. I'm like, no, the bear wants to be. He wants to fight Zangief.
Yeah, Zangief is a bear fighter. Why do you think he has all those scars?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I love his role in the Alpha cart in the anime. It's fantastic. Oh no! Get out of here, Zangief. I'm not letting you have this. Not again. No!
Oh, it took
as soon as I said that. Damn it. Nice.
She just blasting the SMG at the back.
And he's just blasting all the sweat and chalk off of him.
Yeah.
Man, those pecs can push the world. They're like Atlas. The world
Power
is...
beats speed. Muscle beats fire. That is key to getting stronger.
His campaign is probably the most fun, aside from Corinne's. I'll say that right now.
Probably, yeah.
I had a lot of fun playing his.
Laura's was in the sense that she's basically like, I want you to fight because I need advertising.
Basically, yeah.
That was entirely Laura's story.
That was her entire premise was like, I'm gonna go advertise our Matsuda Jutsu family style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's entirely what it was.
Right.
So, overall impressions, I know you're going to do the review, so you have a more formal opinion put up on the site, but like, after everything that we've played, after everything that you played by yourself, ranked or otherwise, and obviously the content that's given to us before March, does it feel like that much of a letdown that they didn't have as much from the get-go?
I think right now, if you were to buy this and you had no online connectivity and you were buying this purely as a versus local fighting game, you could still do that. But the single player content, if you had nobody to play with or anything like that, is pretty laughable in this day and age. And
yeah,
you could excuse it for whatever you want. You can make excuses saying like, "Oh, this is meant for the hardcore." It really isn't. This is by far the most casual Street Fighter. You can make that argument, and sure, fine, maybe it's valid. I won't argue with that. But I think it's just, in this day and age, you have to have that content there day one. And sure, they're promising all these free updates, and the campaign mode will probably be fantastic. It'll probably blow our minds. I hope it does, Capcom. Please. But I am disappointed that they don't have an arcade mode, and it's just such a subtle thing. Like, it's so easy. I mean, I'm not a game developer. I feel like it's so easy to implement when they already have the structures for it with AI and survival mode. Like, just make a few tweaks, whatever that would require on Unreal 4. And you'd be able to have such simple single-player content. And there's other complaints you could have, like, oh, you could lobby that the art style, like, the Bengus art is really hit or miss, if you haven't noticed in the storyline.
Right.
Like, it's just sometimes it's just absolutely gorgeous or stylized, and then other times it's just, what is wrong with Laura's hips?
yeah.
But in general, no, I would say that this is probably... This is, like I said earlier, this is my favorite probably Street Fighter already, and I love Third Strike, and that's crazy.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
for me to say that, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, like, I mean, at this point, I don't think anyone can really deny the gameplay. The gameplay is solid. The gameplay is there. It's just really the extra stuff that, normally comes with the fighting game.
The core of the fighting game, which is fantastic, which is good, and that's, I mean, if it shipped without all these features, plus the fighting was unbalanced or slow or just felt like it wasn't fluid, then there'd be a huge problem. Street Fighter might be in trouble as a franchise if that were to happen. But the game itself is so well polished.
Yeah, but it's like, how we mentioned, it's just like the little things. Like, I hate how in the story modes there's like teases for so many costumes that you eventually can get, but that's not until March once we actually get the store.
Right. Absolutely.
So it's just like, it's just the little things.
I think Street Fighter V will be quite possibly, and due to their ambitious goals that they have on their calendar, Capcom's secret calendar for content, I think Street Fighter V will be revolutionary for the series. I think it will be the best Street Fighter by the end of it. I'll say that right now. I think it's set up to be exactly what they set out to do, and is the top of all of their series previously. And I could say that the gameplay itself is already more fun. I guess that's hard to say more fun than like Third Strike, but it's already more fun from the get-go than most Street Fighter or any fighting game for that matter is. So that's positive.
And Capcom is banking a lot on this. I mean, they have that new actual campaign pro tournament that they're doing for specifically Capcom games, and so it's like they are trying to push Street Fighter V as their benchmark. This is what they want going forward. And all I can really say is that Capcom has other fighting games, but they haven't released one in a bit next to Street Fighter.
Yeah, unfortunately, I want Rival Schools 3, please.
I want Darkstalkers to come back.
And Darkstalkers, yeah, man.
Yeah.
How about Cyberbots? No love for Cyberbots?
But yeah, just the game's fun to play. It definitely is, and especially if you have people to play with, like Hayden over here, obviously. It's a lot of fun, but otherwise, when you first pop open the game, that was the other thing, because they had so many problems day one with the actual network connectivity. There wasn't really much you could do right from the start. Yeah,
they launched as MMOs or other online games that are more intensive. I feel like, well, maybe we don't know the servers, obviously. The game launched only in America and other European regions, I think, on the 16th. So the reason why they're saying that there were so many network connectivity issues is because all the servers weren't online globally yet, because the game wasn't released globally. So I can give them that, and I understand, day one problems, etc., but it still doesn't excuse the fact that the game that relies so much on online fighting did not work for half the week.
Yeah, it's really odd considering that, if their entire focus was to keep multiplayer more of their core focus, how did they not have multiplayer working from the start?
Yeah, and all those betas, what did that do?
Exactly.
Honestly, yeah. I don't know. I think we should do what they intended us to do, and let's have one more match, right? Want to have our main match between Laura and Ken? Want to do it?
It's probably going to be CAMMY with me, actually.
All right, let's do CAMMY then. Let's do it.
All right,
we'll have one more match.
The final match. I mean,
the final.
Score-wise, you're kicking my ass, actually.
Yeah, we'll have. How about this match matters?
This is the only one that matters.
This is the only one that matters. This is all practice before.
All right,
let's do this.
I really do like the Kazuki stage. You're not lying when you say that.
I honestly think it's the best stage. And I do like, in general, how Karen, or Karin, she's literally just a female Ken. Like, Sakura is the female Ryu.
Yeah.
She's definitely the female Ken. She's rich, she has blonde hair, and she actually has fire. She has fire, too, so... Let's do this. Final match. I think we might be a little quieter this time.
Right? The intensity, I can feel it.
I could feel the sexual innuendos.
It's palpable.
Let's do this. Skip this bullshit.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh man. Nice.
Oh. I gotta be careful with you.
I know. You've been learning, Daniel.
That's the name of the game, you know? You gotta get used to people's fighting styles.
It's called learning the game 5. Oh, shit! I'm not liking my outlook right now. I'm not liking this at all. The intensity's getting to me.
I didn't even realize she had a backpack.
Round 2. Fight.
Huh?
Nice. Damn it, how did I not block that? What the hell? This is okay.
I thought it was too far, honestly.
Thankfully, oh man. Really? Oh, my God! That was the final match, guys. The upset right now.
I'm sorry, man.
So we're going back on that claim about how this match is the only match that
matters, right?
Good job, Daniel. No, that was a great game, and I'm gonna go learn how to street fight a little better. So next time we do a video,
I'm actually gonna go outside and try and pick a fight. So
yeah, same here. That's the best way. I'm gonna go fight a bear. I think that's how I'm gonna go practice.
That sounds practical.
All right, guys, go look out for a review later on Byte.com. This has been Daniel. This has been Daniel at
Matsumi07
and Hayden at Hayden Robel. So go follow us on Twitter if you want to go pick a fight with us. Please don't hurt us.
If you like a lot of these like videos where we're just like playing and commenting and stuff like that, just let us know. You know, just like subscribe, let us know exactly what you're thinking, and then we can just keep doing stuff like this.
Unless it's hurtful, then just forward all your emails to billybyte@gmail.com. That is the real email. He's gonna kill us when he sees us. All right, guys, have fun. Fight bears.
Bears.